Welcome to the Word of Truth. This is Teacher D.H. Boone. Today's message is called A Breakthrough is Headed Your Way. We must all realize that everything don't last forever. Sometimes we may have a storm, but a storm don't last forever. We may have a breakthrough, but that breakthrough don't last forever either. It's always replenishing, and so it's just like a roller coaster. You be up, and then you be down. You be up, and then you be down. But see, we got to take the good with the bad, the negative with the positive, and we have to make a best of each situation. But if you're in a trying time, in a storm, you have to know that it doesn't last forever, and that's why we need to be content in whatever situation we're in, because if you had a storm before, you know what a storm feels like. If you had a breakthrough before, you know how a breakthrough feels. And see, when you've been through something, it should teach you how to stand, how to be strong, how to persevere, because you know it's not going to last forever. It's just like when we turn one age, that age is not going to last forever. The next year, we're going to turn a different age. So we must take everything as it comes and realize it doesn't last forever, And a lot of times when people get into a situation, when they have their storms, when they be having battles, you have to realize the battle is not going to last forever. We know that our battles belong to the Lord, but He's fighting for us to have that breakthrough. And then when we have that breakthrough, new levels bring new devils. And people don't understand that either. So when you know that new levels bring new devils, when you have that new level breakthrough, we know we're going to have a new level enemy, because new levels bring new devils. See, when you know the word is supposed to set you free, If you know what's going on, it should never surprise you, because it's like, hey, I've been through this before. I know how it is. I know that the blessing don't last forever. It'll eventually run out, because I will run into a storm some kind of way. But I know as God takes me higher, I know that it's going to create new devils. And see, if you want to continue to grow and to reach new levels, you're going to have to realize that it's going to create new devils. It's because the enemy don't want you to keep growing. It's when you start believing in yourself and you say, hey, I'm not going to stay in this place any longer. I'm going to stop feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to stop having these negative emotions. I'm going to stop being around people who don't embrace my growth and respect me as a person and what I'm doing. See, it's a time and place for everything. If you was in the world before, then you know what it feels like to be in the world. So therefore, it's like I'm out the world. See, the enemy want to hold on to you. He want to take you back, but never go back to a place that have broken you. Never go to a place where God has set you free from. And see, what you must realize is, yes, you may feel like, well, you know what? I keep having these storms. That's mean that you're growing. Because if you were stagnant and you wasn't doing nothing, why would the enemy want to fight you? Why would the enemy want to test you? Why would he work through people to try to break you? Why? It's because you have some type of potential. He sees something in you that you don't see in yourself. But you're going to have to listen to God. If God's taking you to a place and allowing you to go through things, then you have to realize that, hey, I'm going to suffer with Christ so I can reign with Him too. I know this too shall pass. I know my blessing is on my way. I know trouble don't last always. I know God is going to say, okay, that's enough. She or he have proven himself. He or she have stood the ground. He or she have kept their head up. He or she kept on going, whether they had to crawl, whether they had to cry their way through, but they didn't give up. That's the important thing, not to give up. Just because the enemy try to threaten you and try to put fear in you, you have to make sure that you keep your head up and you stay strong and you keep moving forward. No matter what weapon that the enemy use against you, you have to realize that God say no weapon formed against you shall prosper. He didn't say that the enemy wouldn't form it. He said that it wouldn't prosper. So what you have to do is you have to keep your head up. You have to stay strong. You have to make sure that you stay in God's word, and you have to make sure that you don't give up, and you realize that this too shall pass, that the storm don't last always. And when we have blessings and when God is ready to move us to another level, then that blessing is not going to last always, because God want to refresh it. He got something new for you. So what you have to do is keep your eyes on God and not the problem. Keep your eyes on God and not on people. Keep your eyes on God and not the situation. Keep your eyes on God and not what the enemy says. Just keep your eyes and mind on God, knowing that he's a good God. He will never fail. He will never, ever do anything to hurt you. Anything that God does, it may be uncomfortable, but it's for your greater good, because realize everything works together for the good for those who love God and called out according to his purpose. So your blessing is on your way. The storms don't last forever. Just make it through the storm and you're going to see some sunshine at the end of the tunnel. Until next time, may the peace of God be with you. Peace.